Good morning, everybody. Welcome to day 14, I believe, of the build. Today we're going to continue on with some additions to the steam system. So with that, we're going to carry on with step number 78, which involves another spring, a couple of eye bolts, and some screws. So let's just have a quick go at how this is going to work. That's going to go on there like so. Into this teeny tiny screw into the spring. Oops. It's very interesting trying to put a screw into a spring, but there we go. That's one side. I do the same on the other. Again, these are very, very fine screws. And away we go with that. And at this point, I can safely say we have step 78 complete. Off to step 79, which involves bolting the screw to this side. Get it started. Always a challenge. There we go. And away we go. So we can have now we have this configuration. So we're going to gather up a few more parts and I'll be right back. And welcome back, everybody. We're up to step 85, where we apparently are going to install a propeller. So with that, let's get started. Let's take our teeny tiny little bolt and our blade. And then a brass bushing. It won't fit into there, but c'est la vie. Little knurled double nut, which, as I suspect, will just tighten down to the top of the brass. And allow the propeller to spin. So with that, we're going to put our slidey piece on, and this spare nut. And this is going to go on here, like so, and then we're going to have a nut. So I suspect strongly that we need to loosen this off a bit. So our prop turns just the way we like. And put this piece in. We'll get our nut on. With acorn nut, tiny little things. There. Tiny wrench. And essentially what we want to do is have this piece tighten onto the, I'm going to tighten this onto that. And that'll allow this bad boy to spin freely. All right, so now we have a prop. I'm going to put that in here. So I'm going to open this guy up again so we have another one of these guys. And I'm curious to know where this is going to sit, but I have a sneaking suspicion I know where it's going to go. So, we're opening this guy. We're going to orient this in the proper direction. We'll take our bolt, put it through there. Take our large bushing, take a small bushing, which in theory should fit in there, which it does. Thank you very much. I'm going to use our 7mm nut to hold everything together. Grab a handy dandy little wrench. Grabs that, just like so. And we'll take our prop shaft, which we made latest, what am I saying? What language is that? Get all the way around, there we go. This is how it should be oriented. And apparently it sits on top. So I have to spin this guy around, bear with me. Thank you very much. Seems about right. Get a little tappy. So it fits right on top. So just tighten this up a bit at a time. A bit more. More yet. Might have been too much. No, there we go. More. More yet. And I was trying to get there. You have to make sure that we can still clear everything we can. That spins appropriately. Let's see if we can't tighten this up a little bit so it looks like neater. There we go. Voila. All right. Looks like we've made it to step 87. So if you stand by, I'll see you grab a few more parts and see where we're heading next. Hi folks, during the editing process I realized I hadn't shown you where the prop actually sat. So here you see it sitting, proud as can be, on top of the major post. And waiting for a breeze for the thing to actuate. Anyway, catch you. And we're back, and looks like we're getting to some major construction pieces here. We're going to be starting to mount first of our electrical components. It looks like we have the base of the unit ready to add parts to. Side piece. So, how exciting. So we kind of have to decide, although it's finished on both sides, so that's kind of interesting. You don't have to worry about which side you use, you just have to make sure that you orient everything absolutely correctly. So, with that, we can start mounting our hardware. And okay, there you go. You'll notice there's a long side and a short side. So it looks like we have to take the long side. Yes, that does make sense. Take the long side because that's, in theory, what the other piece is going to attach to. So that's this side. Oops. I think I'll leave them a little loose so that when we go and attach the side piece, we have, if I need to do some jiggling, we'll have some jiggle room, as it were. All right. So, we now have a couple of brackets mounted on the base. I'm going to now install, of course this matters immensely, how we do this. So this is going to go in here. And amazingly enough, it's a USB-C adapter. So this might be the main power in. I'm sure that's what it is. Regardless, let's get it attached. You've seen in some of the early videos we have already tested the electrical system, so we know the electrical system works and actuates, at least the lights turn on and the motor turns, so it's a very good thing. And this is a very challenging nut. I don't want to, it's metal on plastic, we certainly don't want to slip. There we go. Very easy to cross thread. And at that point, once you've cross-threaded it, it's kind of game over for it. So, we'll just give it a little tightening. I don't think it needs to be dramatically. We do want to make sure that we have, I don't know if you can catch it, I like to make sure that the slot is even. There's a little boot to keep it clean. And then the next step is that we're going to mount this to the side. Very exciting step. Very nicely put together. Okay, there we go. That would explain that. Look at that. I would have to say that that is a perfect fit. Well done, Mecrob. You guys have built a very solid piece. So with that, folks, I think I'm going to call it a day. I got to do some editing, so I will catch you later on. Good night.